Hey there, Alice the Madness fans. This is Wesatron. Today we're taking a look at Alice the Madness Returns Card Guard action figure by Diamond Select Toys. This figure's actually been out for a little while now. At least, I would say at least 4 months, but maybe even longer than that. Packaging is pretty much standard DST fare with a large bubble. It's kind of got the bookcase style design where if you were to line a bunch of these up in a row, if you chose not to open them for whatever reason, it would kind of create like a bookshelf type of look. So, the back of it's got shots of the other figures from the wave. And I did order Alice too, so I'll probably be doing a review of her. I did not order Cheshire Cat though. And there's a shot of the card guard, looking very cool. The game title, name, and here's a little bit of info about the game. It looks like about the card guard itself, so that's cool. Down at the bottom, it's just more info about this, that, and the other. And 2012 Electronic Arts, it says. So, like I said, this is pretty much standard fare for Diamond Select, at least for their figures of late. So, let's get this guy out of the package and see what he's like. Here's the card guard out of packaging, looking mean and ferocious. I really dig the look of this guy. Very cool. He's got some really nice texturing all over the figure, but overall just a really cool design. Really dig the back. Looks like a almost like a playing card. Big club cut out of the middle and a big slash here. Just very cool. It looks very mean, and I dig it. So I have heard, like I just opened this guy. You know, I've only had him out for a few minutes, but I have seen a few reviews, and I did hear some people say that theirs are very top-heavy and he's prone to falling over. And I can see that because without any kind of midsection articulation, this whole piece here is like a really, just a solid piece of plastic. So I could see that he's very top-heavy, and he's got pretty tiny feet here. So to help with that, DST did include a stand, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, it's very simple, but they give you a lot of options, you know, different peg heights even. I'm not sure what that's about. Like, the outside pegs are taller than the inside pegs. So maybe it's because he's taller, it gives him a better distribution of weight. I'm not sure, but kind of cool. You know, simple design. They didn't, you know, bother with the Alice the Madness logo or anything, but I guess that it means that they can reuse it for other stuff. So pretty cool. So if I can get this guy standing, well, let's get some close-ups. So here's the card guard's face. Very cool design here. I dig the way that they use the club design in the face. I mean, like where the bottom of the club, the leafy parts, you know, make up the eyes, and this just sort of cavity up here, and then the I guess stem makes up the cavity of the nose. Very cool. They did a really nice job with the texturing on the hood here. You can see it almost kind of looks like cracked leather a little bit. Very nice. Great job on the teeth. Nice, you know, anatomy. They did a good job. Everything looks really cool. Again, this burlap texturing, it takes place all over the body. Very cool. They did a nice wash of it. Just, you know, like not like slathering paint all over, but just enough to bring out some of those details, which makes it look really nice. He is just loaded down with detail. Just, you know, from the kind of striations in the hand and the wrinkling of the gloves, to all this great. I mean, this is actually carved in detail. This isn't just a painted card on here. I mean, like this is raised. So they did a really cool job with that. And then, you know, the blood splatter, you know, kind of like dripping blood all over him. Really disgusting. Again, very cool though. I like the cloven feet here. Very neat. Just looks really demonic and strange. Also, the hip joints and the shoulder joints have this sort of almost wood-like pattern to it. You know, it's kind of like, I forget what you call it, concentric circles going from the center out. So it looks really nice. And, you know, kind of like a deep maroon, like maybe this burlap sack is like kind of sewn over meaty parts. So, you know, kind of gross but cool. So he's got a closed hand and an open hand. The only accessory comes with is the stand. So, but he does kind of have like a gripping hand here. So if you have an extra like sword lying around, it could probably fit in there okay. I've seen some of the other designs from the game. I haven't played the game. I just really like the designs of the characters. But I've seen some of the other designs, and they have enemies that are like the card guards in different colors that do have like big stabs and stuff like that. So I imagine if they were ever going to do another series, that's probably where they'd go, is a repaint of this guy. But he is the 7 of clubs. I like this big hollow section here. That's pretty cool. It goes clear through. Yeah, just really, really outstanding looks. Really, really like the look of this guy. Just head to toe awesome. Articulation-wise, he's got what it feels to me like a swivel. It's got some movement, but it's not enough for me to commit and say that it's a ball joint. You know, it's just a little bit of up and down and a little wiggle, but perfect swiggle, you know, swivel left and right, no big deal there. The jaw is hinged, so that's very cool. You know, you can get a lot of personality out of that. You know, got that swivel, so it's like, wah, wah. So it's just kind of fun. I really like the design of that. Swivel hinge shoulders, so of course 360, and then there's no limit on the hinge, so it can go all the way up to the point of the biceps. Well, shoulder, I guess, because it's actually there's a biceps that goes over it. So, I'm sorry, a shoulder that comes down, and then here's the biceps. So normally there would be a joint here, but for this design they went up here in the shoulder. But so shoulder swivel. We've got hinged elbows that go less than 90 degrees. They don't go a full 90, but you can see there. And on here, this is as far as this one will go. So not a perfect 90 degrees, but certainly not bad. We've got swivel in the glove tops, just underneath the kind of bouffant folding they have there. Nothing in the midsection. You know, obviously they couldn't really work anything in here because, you know, how would you do that? Swivel hinge, swivel hips, and the hinge does go into the pelvis here, or I guess into the crotch instead of up here into the body. So when you push forward, it actually does go forward, which is cool. It's a little hindered by the design of the hips here, like where it meets the body, so it'll only go forward about that far. But these guys don't look like really action-packed, more like looming villains, so I think that'll still work just fine. And they actually go back a decent amount, considering the sculpt, you know, so very nice. And then, of course, like I said, the swivel here. And we've got hinged knees, which actually do go pretty close to 90 degrees, maybe almost, very close to 90 degrees. We've got swivels in the boot tops here. And then we have hinges in the ankles, so it can go very far forward, very, very far back. This is very similar to the Spider-Man joint because it also has the Marvel Selects movie Spider-Man, because it also has the swivel here. So when you put them in wide stances, you can still turn the feet and the at the top of the boots there and still get a flat foot. So if you wanted to go really, really wide, as long as you can balance it, you can get pretty wide stances. You probably will, if you are going to go for a wide stance, you probably will require the use of the stand there. But for like walking positions, like you saw when the video stood up, he was actually pretty solid there. And I haven't had any problems with him falling over just yet, but you know, that it's probably going to depend on the tightness on each person's individual figure. So for mine, though, not too bad. So this guy is normally about $20 to $22, depending on where you find him. I got him during a sale on Hastings, which knocked it down to something crazy like, I think it was like $10. I'll put the exact price down in the description, but the price I got him for was just downright outrageous. There was like no reason not to get him for the price. For $22, the guy doesn't include any extras, but he is a really well-crafted, well-designed, well-articulated action figure. The only drawbacks I really see are the weight of the figure in response to the ankle joints. You know, they're tight at pretty good tightness, but they could be tighter. But at the risk also of breakage there. You know, if a joint's too tight, it can easily snap off. So. But for $22, I would say this guy is a good buy if you just want something creepy on the shelf. I mean, this is a big action figure. I'll go to my new standby here, the Prometheus engineer. You can see the engineer's taller than him, but not by a whole lot. This is in 7-inch scale, so where the Prometheus would be like, I don't know, 8 foot or something. This guy's probably, you know, 7.5. So pretty good size action figure, but $22 is probably a fair price. If you can find them for closer to 10 or 12 bucks, definitely pick them up. I imagine, I haven't heard anything about a Series 2, so I don't know how well these sold, but I do know that they sold out at my local comic shop. So, you know, take that for what you will. If you do see them on sale, I'd highly recommend grabbing him. He's a very cool action figure. So that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. If you do have any comments or questions, you know, I'll be glad to answer them. So new subscribers, thanks for showing up. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.